All right, this is your measurement unit slide. So you're going to go to My Google Classroom. You're going to go to classwork and you're going to find our measurement unit and open up those slides. And we're going to go down to slide number 54, which is where it's going to be this pinkish color. And this is where we're going to talk about bar graphs, which is what we're working on this week. So I'm going to go to the presentation mode on mine so that it's bigger. So slide 54 is on your directions. So there's nothing for you to do here. It just says read the question, use the graph to answer the questions. So we're going to go to the next slide. Number 1. You've got Panama City. You can see that it goes between 0 and 1. That means it's on 0 and 2, so it's on 1. Universal Studios goes all the way to number 8. Disney World is on number 10. And Daytona Beach is between 4 and 6. So what would be between 4 and 6? 5. So it says how many people chose Panama City as a favorite vacation spot? So find Panama City. Look where it's ending. It's between 0 and 2. So that answer would be 1. So you will double click and put 1 person, because it's got to be singular. If we put 1 people, that's not correct grammar. So 1 person picked Panama City as a favorite vacation spot. Okay, on our next slide, number 2. How many more? Well, that's a clue word. I'm going to underline it. How many more people have green eyes than gray eyes? So let's go over here to our graph. Green goes up from 0 to 8. And then gray is from 0 to 1. So how many more means to subtract? So there would be 7 more people. And you'll just double click in that box and put 7 people. Or 7 more people is fine too. Right. Oops, went too far. Let me go back. Slide 3. How many people chose Christmas or Halloween? So I'm not going to answer this one for you. I want you to do it. But where it says Christmas or, that means we're looking at both of them. So you're going to want to put both of those together. So figure out what your Christmas number is. Figure out what your Halloween number is. And we want to put them together because they could pick either one. So we're just going to add those together. And I'll let you add those on your own. Number 4, how many students were asked about their favorite lunch? So this entire graph is about favorite lunch. So this one is one where we would have to put all of our numbers together because the whole graph is about lunch. Everybody on the graph was asked a question about their favorite lunch. So corn dog was 2, spaghetti 8, pizza is between 6 and 8, so between 6 and 8 would be 7. And then hot dogs between 4 and 6, so between 4 and 6 would be 5. We want to know everybody that was asked about their favorite lunch, so we need to put all of our data together. So you're going to add all of those numbers up to get your answer. And I'm going to let you do the adding. I just want you to understand what the question is. 5. How many students go to bed after 8? So can I count 8 o'clock? No, it has to be after 8. So 7 o'clock is in before 8. So after would be 9 and 10. We've got to put both of those together because there's 2 times after 8. 9 is after 8 and so is 10. So 9 had 2 people. 10 is halfway between, so it would be 1. So 2 plus 1 would be 3. 3 people went to bed after 8. 6, how many people did not, notice that's underlined, did not choose Dr. Pepper as a favorite soda pop? did not pick. So if they picked anything besides Dr. Pepper, we have to count it. So that's Fanta is 8, Pepsi was 2, Coke was 4. We've got to put all of those together. We add everybody except for Dr. Pepper. We don't include it. 7, which season was the most popular? That's pretty easy to figure out. Which one's the least? I think y'all can do that one. 8, how many people prefer candy over fruit? So we want to know the difference between candy and fruit. So that tells you what to do with those two numbers. How are they different? Gonna have to do some math. 9, how many pieces of litter were collected in all? That means we want all of them. We want everybody. That's like the other one we did. You're going to put all of your numbers together. In all, everybody. 10, which sea animal were chosen as favorite by more than 3? So where is number 3? 3 is between 2 and 4, right? So if I draw a line here, let me just do that. I said 3, so 3 is going to go right here. So that means any line, any bar that is bigger than this, I have to write that animal down. So which ones are bigger than 3? Well, dolphin's way bigger, so dolphin's 1. Anything else bigger than 3? Yeah, shark goes larger than 3. And whale, that line is longer than 3. So all 3 of these animals were picked by more than 3 people. They're all 3 of them. The only one that's not bigger is octopus, so it's out. But the other 3 are bigger. So dolphin, shark, and whale. 11, which movie was chosen as a favorite by exactly 3? What does exactly 3? It means the bar has to go to the 3 lines. So I think you can find that one. 12, how many more? Again, that's a clue word to do something. Math and reading. So we're comparing math and reading. Which 2 cartoons received a combined total of 5 votes? Which 2? So find 2 that you could add together and get 5. 4 plus 3 is not going to be 5. So you're going to have to start adding until you find some that equals 5. 14. How many children chose Shrek over Toy Story as a favorite movie? How many were comparing the 2? So again, that's a clue word for something. You want to know how they're different. 15, how many fish are in the class aquarium in all? So we're putting all of them together because they're all in the aquarium. So that's an addition problem. Which 2 cereals received a combined total of 18? So we're going to have to add numbers together until we find the 2 that equal 18. Let's see, 15 and 13 I don't think will equal 18. That's like 20 something. So we know it's not the first 2. The 2 of them can be added together that will give us 18. Then you're going to come to the one that says create a graph. This is a directions page. It says use the data provided to create a bar and picture graph. So now you're making your own graphs. So it shows you how to do this. If you watch, the next thing is a directions page as well. You see how they're grabbing a hold and sliding it across. Let me go back to that. See how it's grabbing and sliding? That's how you're going to make your bars long enough to match your numbers. So on this one, Monday needs to be at 45. So you're going to click and drag this across until it stops. I don't have a 45, but I know 45 should be between 40 and 30. So you'll need to drag it to the halfway point between 40 and 50. And then Tuesday should go all the way to 60. Wednesday to 25, which is halfway between 20 and 30. And Thursday all the way to 50. So you're just dragging your bars across. until they end up matching your numbers. So that's pretty simple to do. Picture graph, you're going to pick up and put the pictures. So you're going to click your pictures and drag them up to the days until you match the numbers. You are going to have to use some half pictures because one picture is 10. So to do Monday, I'm going to need 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm going to pick up 4 of these. And then to get 45, half of 10 is 5. So I only need 1 half. So it'll be 4 whole pictures and then a half of pictures. 10, 20, 30, 40, and then half would make 45. So you're counting your pictures by tens. And on Monday and Wednesday, you're going to have to use a half of a picture because you need that 5. Dragging your bars on number 2. Using pictures. This time you're counting by 2s. So a half a car is 1. A whole car is 2. You're dragging your bars on number 3. Whole picture is 2 votes. Half of a picture is 1 vote. So you'll match those up. Dragging pictures, and it just alternates between dragging the bar or using pictures. And then you come to the purple. We've already done the purple. So that will be your last slide where you have the little pegs. One student is a whole peg. And then that's why you don't have a half. There's no half here because you couldn't have half of a student. So you're just dragging these, counting those by 1 on the last one. And that finishes up all your slides on graphs, picture graphs and bar graphs. Do not turn this in because we still have clocks to do, and we probably will not start those till next week.